October 21st, 2020, 1 p.m. Zoom teleconference meeting. This is on executive order of Governor Baker on Thursday, March 12, 2020, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law. I hereby call the meeting to order, and at this point in time, I would rise to a personal privilege, and I'd like to recognize the retirement of Regional Administration Justice Tom Connors. And at this time, I would like to have Commissioner Collins read a citation, then Commissioner Shea will say a few words, the chairman will, and then we'll have a few words from Judge Connors. Commissioner Collins.
Thank you, Fran, and thank you, Judge. On behalf of the County of Norfolk County Commissioners, we would like to present this certificate of recognition to the Honorable Thomas Connors. The Norfolk County Commissioners offer our sincere congratulations on your retirement after 25 years of service as a District and Superior Court Judge and a Regional Administrative Justice for the Massachusetts Trial Court. We extend to you our heartfelt thanks and appreciation for your partnership and all your efforts. We wish you and your family the very best of health and happiness in your well-deserved retirement. And it's signed by Francis W. O'Brien, our Norfolk County Commissioner Chairman, Joseph P. Shea, County Commissioner, and myself, Peter Collins. Judge, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Collins. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. Very nice. Commissioner Joe Shea, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Judge
Welcome.
Connors, congratulations on your retirement. Seems like 25 years flies by, I know, but I'd like to pay particular praise to the last 8 or 9 months to you. And due to the COVID crisis, all that the courts and everyone else has gone through, and your leadership has been very helpful to us, trying to prepare the courts and the courtrooms and all the accesses and the egresses of the court for the work that needs to be done. So you've shown great leadership, and it's a great way to cap your career because there's never been a crazier year than 2020. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shea. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. I'd like to say to the judge that in my 18 years on the board, Judge Connors is the first judge to cross the threshold of the County Commissioner's office at a meeting with our good clerk, Walter Templey, a couple of years ago, and it was a wonderful gesture to come down and get the thoughts of the commissioners and working with the commissioner's office. So with that in mind, I'd like to leave you with a couple of thoughts. Congratulations, Judge Connors. Your retirement day is here. You've been a dedicated public servant for over 25 years. You've seen the courts really change in all the years gone by, but you yourself remain the same. You're just a super guy. You had your ups, you had your downs. You've always seen them through, and through it all, you stood tall. The court was proud of you. Everywhere you ever went, you always made a friend, many of whom are here today to bring your career to an end. As you were looking back upon all the things you've done, it must make this occasion a very happy one. Judge, the employees are going to miss you. This you have to know. They hope you'll always drop around, if just to say hello. May the good Lord always bless you. May He guide you on your way. May your future be healthy and happy, is the Commissioner's wish for you today. God bless you, Judge. It's your turn to say a few words.
Chairman O'Brien, thank you so much. I'm very, very much appreciated and really touched. It's been a wonderful time, and my career has been so intertwined with Norfolk County. As you know, I was the briefly the acting presiding across the street in the district court back in 2004 before I came to the Superior Court. I've sat in Dedham's in Superior Court since 2015, and I've been the regional administrative judge with a great honor of that for the last 6 years. And I want to say how grateful I am. I've been grateful for the commissioners. You really helped us immensely. We had the crisis a few years ago with the water issue that we had in the basement that had a potential to endanger our exhibit room. It was a significant crisis. Clerk Timothy jumped right on it, and we were very, very pleased that the commissioners responded so much. I really want to give special thanks to the county executive, to my good friend Dan Matthews, who was my classmate at BC Law, Frank Hegarty afterwards, and now Mike Mullen, who really has stepped up wonderfully in a really, really tough and difficult time for all of us. The maintenance staff has been just tremendous for us. John McGowan and the other persons involved have just done a superlative job for us. I really can't thank you enough for this honor. I'll be around in Norfolk County. I'm originally a Dorchester guy, but I lived for a long time in Milton first and now up in Medfield. And Norfolk County is certainly dear to my heart. This building is dear to my heart. It's wonderful, it's historic, and it prevents immense challenges, a lot of which are maintenance challenges. And the commissioner's office has always, and its staff has risen to the occasion to help us. And I can't thank you enough. Chairman O'Brien, Commissioner O'Shea, and Commissioner Collins. Thank you all for this honor. I'm very, very touched, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge, and it's well deserved, and you've done an excellent job, and we hope the judges that are following you will do the same job and have the same rapport with the commissioners that you have had. And again, God bless you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you, gentlemen.
Hi, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, at this time, we'll move into the meeting. The roll call, Commissioner Collins.
Present.
Commissioner Shea.
Present.
The minutes of the open session meeting of October 14, 2020.
Make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we approve the minutes of the open session meeting, October 14th, 2020.
Second.
It's a motion made and seconded to accept the open session meeting of October 14, 2020 for approval. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? There's a vote. The minutes of the executive session meeting of October 7, 2020.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we approve the executive session minutes of October 7th, 2020, and do not release them at this time until the matter is adjudicated.
Second.
It's a motion made and seconded to accept the minutes of the executive session meeting of October 7th, but not to release the minutes until this matter is settled. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? There's a vote. Do I have any public comment?
Chairman O'Brien, Rich Kennedy from the registry.
Rich Kennedy, you're on.
Thank you. I received recently from the Treasurer's Office the latest trial balances, and there's been some changes made in the reporting and some of the sheets that they send out, and I disagree with some of the changes that have been made, and I was wondering if we could have the opportunity to sit down and talk about it at some point in time. I think we report our revenues as part for the registry, part for the county with the deeds excise, and that seems to have disappeared from the reporting sheets. So I would like to be see if we could sit down and talk about this before it goes any further.
That would be okay, I'm sure, with the commissioners. So why don't you set up a date for to appear with Mike Mullen, and we'll go over what you were requesting.
Very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Rich.
Rich, I'll
Any
follow up with you.
further public comment?
Okay, Mike, thanks.
Okay, facilities maintenance report, Superintendent of Buildings, John McGowan.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon, John.
I have only a few things to report. Down at Francis X. Bellotti Courthouse in Quincy, the duct cleaning is still going on. They have a couple of guys there at night, and with only 2 guys, it's going to take a lot longer than they anticipated. I think they'll be through next week. I know I told you this last week, but I thought they were going to bring in more men to work, but it's still only 2. And with only 2 people working, it takes a while to do that project. So I think they'll be through by probably middle of next week, hopefully. We're still ongoing with this plexiglass for the courthouses. Right now, we're in Rentham. We wanted to do the courtroom the other day, and we couldn't get in there. That's the problem we're having, the access to the courtrooms. The one in Brookline, same thing. Brighton Court, as you know, is over there, occupying it with Judge White. And they occupy that courtroom every day. This Saturday, and complete that. I made arrangements with the judge down at Rentham. She's going to allow us to go in there, I think, tomorrow or Friday. Okay. And they're going to be there, show us what they want done. But what they are interested in are holes being cut in certain areas so that they can pass papers back and forth, which I don't blame them. I mean, that's something they have to do. We cut holes in them, but we do it where we think is the best place, and some of them aren't happy with that. They want them where they want them, which can be done, but the main thing is to get all the plexiglass up, and then we can address those issues later on. And that's what we're planning on doing. There's another area in Rentham, the probation area. They added something to that, too. They wanted that done, too. So we will get it done, and we're working on it every day, and I think we'll probably be wrapping it up pretty soon. I'd say probably by the end of next week. We should have all the courtrooms in the county done, and I'll be glad when that's over with. But we had a problem with the trench digging out in front of District Court. I don't know if Mike wants to speak to you about that or not, but they broke a gas main out there, and we had to evacuate all the buildings yesterday afternoon. Everything come out. We aired out the buildings last night. We had the gas company come in with the meters. They read, the safe conditions, and everybody was allowed to come back today. Other than that, that's about it. That's all I have right now.
Okay, that was a great job yesterday, evacuating everybody from the building. That's number one. That was very good. Thank you for the good work, John. Commissioner Collins, any comment?
Thank you for all your hard work, John, and thank you for rising to the occasion yesterday. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Commissioner Shea?
I'm all set, thank you.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. There's no appointments, old business, nothing, personnel matters. We have 2 from the school. I'll wait a motion.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we approve 2 personnel matters at the agricultural school. The first is a contingent appointment of a temporary or a substitute instructor effective 10/22/20, and the notice of a regrade for a full-time cafeteria worker effective 7/1/20. Both at the agricultural.
Motion made and seconded to approve
I will second the motion, yes.
of the 2 individuals, as Commissioner Shea indicated, for the Norfolk Aggie School. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, it is a vote. I'll wait a motion for the payroll and the expense warrants.
I don't see the figures in my packet, but I'll make the motion if I apologize.
Well,
if
then
I
I'll read them for
can't
you,
find-
Commissioner.
okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the to-be-read expense warrants. Item number 10, payroll and expense warrants.
Mike, could you read those numbers for us?
Yeah, there would be a,
I
there would
have
be
them here, I'll read them.
Okay.
perfect, thank you, Chairman.
County expense warrant 2-0321 in the amount of $523, $23,325.61. Aggie School expense warrant 21-04 in the amount of $288,766.84. The county weekly payroll 20-16 in the amount of $143,866.42. School biweekly payroll 20-16 in the amount of $328,864.53. The Wollaston credit payment dated 10/13/20 in the amount of $45,720. I have a motion from Commissioner Shea. Do I have a
So
second?
moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? It is a vote. On the award of contracts, we have A, reproducing, duplexing and binding books for a period of 1 year, and 2-year, 1-year options to renew. Nancy?
Hi, Commissioners. Yes, we had, this was a rebid. We received no bids on the first bid. We received one bid on the second. 2 specs went out. The other company who it went out to could not bid because of a non-compete agreement. So the vendor recommended for award is Town Book Bindery out of East Freetown for all items with the exception of number 9 paper.
I have a motion, Commissioner Shea.
I'll make a motion that we award the bid to Town Bid Bindery of Freetown, Mass. For reproducing, duplexing, and binding of books for a period of 1 year with a 2-year renewal, with 2 1-year renewal options.
Second.
There's a motion made and seconded to award the contract for the binding, duplexing and binding of the books 1 year with 2 1-year options. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? It is a vote. B, we have operational analysis for Norfolk County.
Yes, if I could, Mr. Chairman. Yes, if I could, Mr. Chairman, we have a recommendation actually we established and working with the Finance Committee at the end of July, like a process where we could review the bids that we received for the operational analysis. At the beginning of September, we received 3. The review committee met twice, I believe, in the month of September, and they have recommended that we enter into contract negotiations with Mark Abrahams and the Abrahams Group, and we have. And as of the beginning of this week, we came to a successful negotiation of a contract. And as part of the contract, we will be looking, and working with the Abrahams Group over the next 6 or 7 months or so to come up with multi-year financial forecasting for the county. we're gonna do a financial management best practices review, like and to establish, and to establish the county financial policies. We are going to do, and actually the Abrams Group is going to perform for us an like an operations and staffing analysis. They're gonna work with us to create a capital planning process and procedures. And they're going to work with us to do a regional services review as well. And we have with us from the Abrahams Group, Mark Abrahams. He is renowned. At all the efforts, all the work. That I mentioned. As part of the scope here. And I think we as a county are very lucky to have him. And his group working. With it for us over the next 6 or 7 months or so. So with that, Mr. Chairman, we have a draft contract for your approval. As I mentioned, we do have Mr. Abrahams here with us, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Commissioner Collins,
No questions.
Commissioner Shea.
I do have a couple of comments, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
I want to, I was happy to represent you on this committee, and I want to tell you that it was an eye-opening experience. I know that we've been very interested in getting this going since we concluded this year's budget late in July. And I want to congratulate Mike and Nancy and particularly Dr. Elizabeth Childs from Brookline of the Budget Committee, who represented the advisory board in these negotiations. We reviewed the 3 contracts, 2 from Massachusetts and 1 company from Cincinnati. We interviewed the 2 from Massachusetts, being of course the Abrahams Group and the Collins Institute at UMass. I felt personally that they were both capable and qualified and made great presentations, but I think we'll pick the right consultant, and I'm excited to get going. But again, thank you to everyone, and hopefully we can have them on board. I look at today's service agreement drawn up, and I notice they're anxious also to get on board because there's some dates here in October, as early as October 23rd. So I'd move passage if there's no other comment. And again, thank yous to everyone, particularly the support that the Budget Committee of the Advisory Board gave to this process.
Well, thank you, Commissioner Shea, for serving on the committee. And the chair will wait a motion.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we enter into agreement with the Abrams Group dated today, October 21st, 2020, for an operational analysis of Norfolk County as described in their proposal submitted to us in September of 2020.
Second.
There's a motion made and seconded to approve the operational analysis for Norfolk County as submitted by Commissioner Shea. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? It is a vote. Thank you. The Energy Management Service Agreement for the Norfolk County High School parking lot, the canopy solar system between the County of Norfolk and Kearsarge. Who's speaking on that?
Yes, I can on this, Chairman, I am recommending approval. We as part of our work and efforts with the school, with Kearsarge Energy, this is the second phase in the process that we have planned and envisioned. In this agreement will allow for the siting and construction of a solar canopy in one of the parking lots at the agricultural high school. And over the life of the agreement, the 20-year life of the agreement, the canopy will help save like over $400,000 over 20 years. So like I'm recommending approval, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, any comments or suggestions, Commissioner Collins?
No, I know a lot of work went into this. I would just, I'm just, this is a long road that we've gone through, so I appreciate all the people who worked so hard on it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Shea?
I agree, and I think we're close to completing all of this, and this has been a 4-year project. And I know we're under some constraints by the general laws, and so is the contractor. So I'd like to make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we approve the energy management service agreement for the Norfolk County Agricultural High School parking lot canopy solar systems between the County of Norfolk and Kearsarge LLC Corporation as presented today.
So
Yes,
I see the motion, Joe, is that to allow the chairman to sign on behalf of the commissioners?
And the chairman sign on behalf of the commissioners, correct.
All right, I'll second the motion.
Okay, there's a motion made and seconded by Commissioner Shea, seconded by Commissioner Collins to approve the energy managed service contract, Norfolk County Agricultural High School between the County of Norfolk and Kearsarge, and to permit the chairman to sign said contract. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? This is a vote. Director Mullen, would you speak on the contract cancellation?
yes, I can, Chairman, yes, I can, Chairman, like I do have Nancy here, who is planning on explaining what it is, like, and how it came about, if that's okay.
Who was that?
Yeah, like I have Nancy here, who is planning on outlining exactly what is happening.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Commissioners. I'm recommending that the contract for the demolition and foundation removal of Hilltop Dormitory be canceled. The contractor had completed most of the work. What was left was, we have a lot of crushed concrete and a gaping hole where the foundation was. I have contacted him numerous times by email and telephone, and to no avail. The whole, it's a danger to the school employees, and also to, as you know, in the past, we have had the occasional problem with some of the teenagers going onto the property at nighttime. And if you do choose to cancel the contract, I will be filing immediately for an emergency waiver and get quotes to finish the job.
Okay, any comments, Commissioner Collins?
No questions.
Commissioner Shea?
I have two. I was over there Friday for other reasons, and I parked right near there and was looking out, and I did notice the crushed concrete and some I would call it riprap, but at the rear of the work, and I knew that we did finally take that building down. So I agree, I concur, but did we expend all the funds from the original contract, or?
No, we still have funds left for that portion of it, and I'm hoping that it will cover it. If not, I will be contacting the bonding company.
Okay. I have no other questions, Mr. Chairman.
I'll wait a motion.
I'll make a motion that we cancel the contract dated, number 3-10-20506, dated October 23rd, 2019, between the County of Norfolk and A&S Corporation, as they've abandoned work to be done at the agricultural school.
Second.
The motion made and seconded that the contract 3-10-2506 dated October 23rd between the County of Norfolk and AS&S Corporation be canceled due to the abandonment work. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is a vote. Fiscal year 221 first supplementary budget for review and approval. Do you want to comment? Director Mullen?
Yes, I'll be happy to, Chairman. This, as you mentioned, is is the first supplemental budget that we, like working with Chair Reardon, like in Chair Connors, we are going to propose to the FinCom, like into the full advisory board next Wednesday night. Like in all the proposal really will seek to do is to move back into offset of the $500,000 that the FY21 budget was approved in using, like into offset of the $500,000 that was initially anticipated to come out of the stabilization fund, like and to be able to use $500,000 out of the $2.397 million unappropriated balance that we ended fiscal year 20 with.
Okay. There's no motion made for that. No need of a motion.
Yes, like we do need a motion. Like we do need a motion and a vote to approve the FY21 first supplemental appropriation. And to recommend it.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we approve the first 2021 supplementary budget. We've reviewed it. I make a motion that we approve it and forward it for the next week's advisory board meeting.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the fiscal year 2021 first supplementary budget for review and approval and present to the advisory board. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is a vote. We have a petition from the town of Randolph relative to alterations to High Street roadway. That's for engineering.
Yes, it is. We will have to have a public hearing in the next month or so.
You need a motion?
No, we just need to note in the minutes that the petition has been received. That's all we need to do.
Oh, okay.
I'll make the
agreement. Good. Who's that?
Okay, I'd like to state and record in the meeting minutes that the petition has been received and would ask the county director to work with the engineering department to schedule a public hearing.
I'll second that.
Okay. Do you want that as a motion or just a statement?
I think it's just a statement.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Agreement between the Executive Office of Administration and Finance and the Norfolk County System, actually the Public Employees PERAC. Do you want to comment on that, Director Mullen?
Yeah, like the only thing like I'll say like is I mentioned this last week that we were working on getting this from the Department of Revenue, and we had reached out to DOAR, I'm sorry, the DOR, like into the Executive Office of Administration and Finance. This is something we do and accept and execute every year, and this actually relates back, I believe, to the agreement we reached with the Commonwealth relative, actually to the Commonwealth takeover, of the sheriffs back in 2010. And this, helps us deal with the unfunded liability, in terms of the pension obligations that we, as a county, still have to the retirement board, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so any motion needed?
Yes, if you could recommend approval. Yeah,
Okay,
I'll make a motion and to approve the agreement.
Mr. Shea?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman, that we approve the agreement between the Executive Office of Administration and Finance, the Norfolk County Retirement System, its actuary, the Public Employee actuary and the Norfolk County Treasurer and the Norfolk County by its commissioners pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 64D, Section 11. I recommend approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the agreement between the Executive Office of Administrative Finance and the Norfolk County Retirement System. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? This is a vote. A public hearing date notice relating to the proposal for the leases at county-owned premises at land at Town of Walpole for approval.
Yes, if I could, Mr. Chairman, in accordance with Section 11 of Chapter 34 of the General Laws, like as part of the offer of lease process that we began with the Commonwealth, like relating to the solar project back in May, and then we offered to the Town of Walpole at the end of June, like as part of where we are now in the process. In the offer and in terms of the requirements of the general laws. At this point, we are required to provide notice of a public hearing, like in accordance with the laws. And this is something we have talked about all the way through the project. Like in order to get and receive and to hear, and to hear feedback like from the Walpole community. Like in the residents in the area, about the solar projects that we're proposing. So we're looking forward to the hearing. Based on the ongoing pandemic, like I am recommending, and our council is recommending that we hold the public hearing on Zoom. And in the notice, in the draft notice that I have provided, like it lays out all that information. Like it also lays out that we are asking, like anyone who is interested in providing, oral or written testimony, in the night of the hearing, email us in advance. In all those instructions, like what we're asking there. Is included in the hearing notice as well. And in accordance with the law, we have public advertising requirements. And we'll be posting, like in the 2 Walpole news outlets, to make sure information on the hearing is out there. We'll also be sharing it with town officials. And we'll also be including the notice on the front page of our website as well, Mr. Chairman. So with that, if I could, have like a motion to approve the hearing date of November 12th, and then an approval on the hearing notice as well.
I hear a motion, Commissioner Shea.
I'll make 2 motions, Mr. Chairman. One, that the county commissioners approve and give notice of a hearing to be conducted pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 34, Section 14, on Thursday, November 12, 2020, at 7 p.m. on the county's proposed lease of the following owned premises located in the town of Walpole to Kearsarge Energy, LLC. Premise number 1 is 17.5 acres of land owned by Norfolk County at 1377 North Street and shown on a plan of land number 2925, Book 61, at the red file and file in the Walpole Assessors Map on file with the town of Walpole. The second premise, 7.7 acres of undeveloped land owned by Norfolk County, contiguous to the main campus of Norfolk County Agricultural School, address known as 400 Main Street, Walpole, as shown on plan titled Plan of Land number 971 of 1969 in Plan Book 226 and Plan of Land number 978 of 1969 in Plan Book 226, shown as parcel located 12, numbered 12 through 55 and 13 through 168 on Walpole Assessors Map. Then the hearing will be held on November 12th at 7 p.m. as I previously stated. The second
Second.
motion.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
those opposed? It is a vote.
And I may have to lean on Director Mullen. The second mortgage is on the money amount on the ground rent or the participation via remote participation? Refresh my memory.
No, so you just approved the date of the 12th, and now if you can approve the hearing notice.
Okay. And further, second notice, Mr. Chairman, that the county commissioners further approve the hearing notice presented to us today, which describes the whole process, which is pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 34, Section 14 of the general laws, to call this public hearing.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is a vote. Report of the Williston Recreation Facility. What do we have?
Yeah, we have Carl Meyer. Carl, we can't hear you that well.
Oh,
It's star six.
I can hear him now.
Yeah, we have Carl Miner from the golf. Yeah, that's a little bit of Carl, yes.
Okay, thank you. We've had a first positive COVID case here at maintenance.
Yeah, Carl, we're still having trouble.
I can't hear him.
Can you
Yeah, I
guys?
can't hear you either.
Can you guys hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Hear me?
I can hear you.
That's
I hear you
perfect.
now.
Okay. From the financial side, there's mostly good news. The overall golf course revenue total is up $4,300. The overall grand total number is down $1,000. Most of, when you look at the reports, unfortunately, due to the lack of outside events, due to COVID-19, like $3,800 in outside event fees, down $6,000 in outside cart rentals, and merchandise sales are down $4,000 total. Again, leading from no tournaments, which provides merchandise certificates and things like that. Rounds are up, as they are everywhere, up 4%, 700 rounds. The single cart rider has been challenging. I want to thank John for the spray machine that saves us valuable time when we disinfect the carts. Thank you very much. It's been absolutely just invaluable. So cart revenue is up $3,000. When you start adding all these things up, we're fortunate enough, we did have the rescheduled Norfolk County Classic that was canceled in May, which did bring us in this fiscal year over $8,760 in revenue. So overall, it's like the events is what kind of brings it down. But overall, a good financial picture totally, and over in total. And if there's any questions, I would be happy to ask about the revenue. Be fine.
Thank you very much. You guys do a great job down there. Is there any comments, Commissioner Collins?
Nice job, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Shea.
Just that I want to congratulate them because we had such a slow start, and I remember being there in March and April, wringing our hands on Saturday meetings with Carl and Dana and other people there, and wondering what would come of the golf course this year. So I think it's a remarkable report, and I think all in all, it's a great recovery. It isn't perfect because of the weather, but I think we really dodged a bullet and to keep the place together, and hopefully we can get a few more weeks out of it. Carl or Dana, is how long do you think will remain open? Or what's our general closing time or date?
We shoot for the 10th of December.
We can't hear him.
I couldn't-
December 10th,
December 10th, so,
weather permitting.
right, right. So all in all, I think they've had a remarkable year. And the other thing is, we're gonna do some of those repairs we've talked about, and I think they're about to get underway, and new signage, et cetera. So all in all, it's been a good year at the Wallaston Recreation Facility. Good work.
If I can
Okay,
jump in,
thank you,
Fran,
Dale
to
and
it.
Carl, and relay our thank you to your entire staff, okay?
And Fran, could I jump in for 1 second?
You can, Commissioner
Thank you.
Collins.
So I also want to thank Carl and Dana, because, you know, we had a drought year and they kept the golf course nice and green. That wasn't easy work. So congratulations, gentlemen.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Collins. Commissioner Collins, I'm having difficulty with the phone, so if I go dead, you pick up his chairmanship, okay?
You bet.
Okay. County Director report.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. I just want to highlight two things. Actually, actually not highlight, but I just want to mention. John McGowan mentioned we did have an incident here in Dedham Square yesterday afternoon. Where all the employees of the registry, of our building, and of the county courthouses, had to evacuate. And it just really showed it was a little bit of a crazy time. And there was a lot happening. However, I really, again, think it showed how we do really work together as a county. All of us in terms of, John McGowan, John Vignoni, the Registrar of Deeds, Alec and I were all on the phone. We were talking and working with each other. We were talking about our employees and making sure we were all safe. And we were also working, as John mentioned, with Eversource, and with the town of Dedham as well. So I just, it was a little bit of a hectic situation, but I just want to thank, everyone, all of our department heads, and and especially our employees for their patience, an understanding as we work really to keep everybody safe with that. And I also want to mention in terms, of the ongoing, in terms of the ongoing pandemic, we have been responding to, questions about testing, employees being tested and so forth. And we have and we have everything under control. We've been in touch, with local officials when we need to. And again, all of us are really working with each other and with our employees, in an effort to continue to keep everyone safe. And I just want to thank everyone for their ongoing efforts. Now that we're 7.5 months into this whole thing, it still is overwhelming. It still, it still actually causes a lot of anxiety for all of us. But we're getting through it, and we're getting through it all together. So I just wanted to thank everybody for that. And that is all I have this week.
All right, executive session.
Yeah, we do have an executive session, but then we are going to come back out, into open session. And we do have one additional item in open session.
Okay, executive session.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that under Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, Purpose 3, that we go into executive session to discuss strategy as respects collective bargaining, specifically between ASME Council 93, Local 2417 Maintenance Unit. That the chair has declared that an open meeting would have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the public body. and that we will be returning for 2 final items after the executive session.
I'll second the motion.
On the vote, Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Shea,
Yes.
and Commissioner O'Brien vote yes. We are now in executive session. Back in open session.
Thank you, and I'm just gonna let the other folks in who have been in the waiting room. We are now back in open session, and
Yep.
we have the next item on the agenda, Mr. Chairman. And that item is a settlement agreement between the Norfolk County Commissioners and the Norfolk County Maintenance Unit, Local 2417, for approval.
Okay, what is the wish of the commissioners?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman. This is item number 21 on our agenda today.
Right.
It is a settlement agreement between the Norfolk County Commissioners and the Norfolk County Maintenance Unit, Local 2417, AFSCME, Council 93. Requires our approval. It's a settlement agreement, as I said, between the county and Local 2417 maintenance workers, and it's been fully described to the commissioners. And after discussing it with the commissioners, Director Mullen and legal counsel, I'll make a motion that we approve this settlement agreement.
Second.
There's a motion made, seconded to approve the settlement agreement between Norfolk County Commissioners and Local 2417, AFSCME, Council 93, as recommended by the attorney, labor attorney for the county, and the director for the county for approval. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? There's a vote. Is there anything else that come before the board?
No, not this week, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, hearing none.
I'll make a motion we adjourn, Mr. Chairman. That was a healthy meeting.
Okay, thank you very
Second.
much, Commissioner Shea. I have a second, motion made and seconded that we adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It is a vote. Good luck and God bless.
Thank you, Fran.
everybody.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mike.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Bill.